Guess what? Do you see any boxes piled up? I mean, on the floor? In this specific area? No. You know why? Because I finished going through all of those CDs, the last few boxes of CDs that I had from the 5 pallets or 5 Gaylords of CDs. So you can celebrate with me just by talking about it, just by watching this video. And all of those stacks right there are all the CDs by genre that I will be slowly putting out into my store. Here's my store. By the way, it is, oh boy, what is today? October 17th, 2024, Thursday. And those will be going out slowly, but those came from all of the boxes that I was going through. I have no more CDs to go through from those 5 Gaylords, which I got last year. Cannot believe how long ago I got them. It was so many, so many. And as you know, with the continued donations, trades, and buys that I get in the store, it just took me forever to get through them. CDs take a while to get through in the way that I do it. So anyway, long story short, I'm done. It's exciting. And then these are more CDs also to go out into the store. So a lot of CDs for my back stock. And then I have 2 other boxes, 1 or 2 other boxes of back stock in the bathroom there for my place as well. So finally, I'm going to be able to start the process of going through all the stuff piled up here on the table, and piled up here on the floor, and piled up even more over here on the floor as well, to start the process of getting those up for sale. Most of it will be on eBay. There might be a few on locally through Facebook Marketplace and offer up, but most of them will be on eBay. That's super exciting, guys. So that's the big news for me. Doesn't mean much to you, but freeing up a lot of this space and moving forward with getting through all of that, so that I can then 4 boxes of records down there, so I can go, that's my last little thing I have to go through in terms of inventory that's not been sorted yet. But before I even get to all that, I got to deal with all the piles of DVDs and CDs on the tables and all over here. And of course, I told you that in the bathroom there's also a bunch of CDs that I've put to the side, things like the 20th Century Masters, things like, what are they called, 16 biggest hits or something like that, all the different sets and series, CD series and sets. I'll just say CD sets, as well as Kid Bop, and all the many ones that I put to the side that are valuable. Time Life, Reader's Digest, that are valuable when you get a bunch of them together. If you can complete a set, it can be worth a lot of money. If you can get a bunch of them together but not complete it, it can still be worth some really good money. And yeah, that's super exciting. And I took a peek down here because I sold a CD lot that's been sitting for a while. I only have 2 crates here with CD lots. And actually, is that true? Yeah. And down here, the crate 1, there's not that many. So I was thinking to combine them into the second crate. We'll see about that tomorrow, so that I can free up some space to dedicate to all the CD lots that I'm going to be creating with the CDs I've put to the side. But I'm going to be really picky about whether or not it makes sense. Like, I have a big Garth Brooks CD lot. I have, who is this? Oh, George Strait. Looks like it's got about 12 or 15 in there. But I don't know if it's worth it, right? If it's not worth it based on my research on eBay, I won't put it up. I'll just pull the discs and keep moving, because it's just not worth it. As you can see, they're really leaning. So I will not be surprised if I show up one of these mornings and all of that has fallen. That would really suck. But hang on for one more day until tomorrow. So yeah, so I'm gonna put all of these. I was debating about putting them in boxes, but I think I'm just gonna put them on the floor so that they're easier to access for me, because in the boxes are a bit of a pain in the butt, and I'll just figure out how to deal with that, so I can free off the table space so that I can start sorting through all the stuff on the tables. Anyway, I'll figure that out tomorrow. But also, I had some sales. This is the 3rd book lot I've sold out of that donation that I got, which turned out to be, like 8 or 9 boxes. A lot of good stuff. This was a Stephen King lot, 5 of them. from the Dark Tower series. Sold them for $44.99. And keep in mind that 4 of the 5 are hardcovers, and 3 or 4 of them, I think 3 of them, are all first edition, so they go for good money. So I got what I asked for, which was the 45 bucks. So that was a really nice sale, sold pretty quickly. I sold the Modern Library, and then I also sold the H.P. Lovecraft book set with a 2 for $70. I shipped that out today, sold yesterday. So really nice sales so far on those. This was an EMI classical CD lot that has been up for a while in my store. Sold it for $15 plus shipping. So that was a nice sale just to get it out of there, free up some space. It's been sitting a while. Sometimes you can lot up the classical CDs by their record company, and if you have a bunch of them together, like I only had 11 in there, but if you have like 20, 25, 30, that's even better to move those quicker and get more per CD. I really only want to list the CD lots that I'm only going to list the CD lots that look like they're actually going to move pretty quickly, because I don't want them to sit around so long. I don't want them to sit around for months, anything like that. And if it just looks like they're not going to sell within about a month, I would say, no more than 2 months, then I won't list it. It's just not worth it. If like if I have 10 Garth Brooks CDs, it's probably not worth it. But if I have 20, 25, 30 of them, that's probably more worth it. Again, it depends on the artist. It depends on what eBay shows me in terms of how often they've been selling, for how much, and then I can make a decision. I also have a ton of 80s and older movies here, DVDs. I'm debating about putting them up locally and on eBay, or possibly just on eBay. The older ones tend to do well, as well as horror, if you have a bunch of them together and price them pretty low. I have a ton of them. I'll see if I have any duplicates. I also have a bunch of action stuff, and there's some more back there. But I'll make a decision tomorrow on all that as I dig into it. DVDs are a little tougher unless you have, more rare, unique types of titles. But as lots, if they're a set, if they're a series, that makes sense. But well-known popular movies, unless it's sealed, a rare edition, special edition, that kind of thing, collector's edition, it's going to be a little harder unless it's a very, very specific niche. Like if it's 1970s punk rock documentaries or 1980s, I don't know, I can't think of something off the top of my head, but something very specific. It could just be like 1984 classic movies on DVD or on Blu-ray or whatever it is. Something that's just very niche, not just the 80s, comedy or dark humor, or you get my point, right? So you can do it by director or by actor, that kind of thing. But yeah, I wanted to share with you guys that I'm super excited. I got to close the store now, get out of here. But I have some other news as well that I'll share in a future video, maybe the next video, we'll see, about some things that'll hopefully improve my business, get more people in here, we will see. But this is great to move things forward with all this inventory, because again, I want to get to the point to where I don't have anything to go through. Losing my voice now. Anything to sort through, that everything is gone through. There's nothing. Basically, I'm at a point where I need new inventory, because there's nothing to list, nothing to sort. That's where I want to get with all of this back, the CDs, the DVDs, even some books back here as well. Not that many, but that's just Harry Potter. But it's mostly CDs and DVDs. Deal with all of that stuff. It either goes up for sale locally or on eBay, or it gets, I pull the disc and I toss it. It's just not going to take up space anymore, mentally or physically. I've got to get to a point to where I have no new inventory, and then anything new that comes in is the only items I have to go through, whether they come in here through the store or through some, pallets that I got buying in bulk. That's where I'm headed. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.